Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Edmund with EasyB Tactical. Today we're gonna review and talk about the Taurus RPC, which is Taurus' new release and new entry into the PDW game platform. It's something unexpected, very praised from SHOT Show 2026, I believe. So I'm excited to have one here in my hand. I was able to produce this for one of my customers and also a viewer and a friend of mine. So he's letting me set it up, break it in for him, and while I have it, I'm doing a quick review. So this is a 9mm roller delayed action dedicated subcompact, although Taurus calls this the blowback with delayed opening. It's a 9mm PCC, well, 9mm PDW, 12-inch long, is 4.5-inch threaded barrel. This model comes with a brace from SB. I believe, I forgot who made the brace already. It's got a large paddle release, which I love. Ambidextrous safety paddle release, mag release, bolt release, mag release. Very ambidextrous. Polymer lower only. Everything else is stainless steel. 3 QD mount, one in the back and one on each side. Overall length is 16.7 inch, I believe, with the wrist. It weighs 5.12 ounces, I believe. This RPC with a hollow cell HS43, 4 pound 13 ounces. External manual safety. It comes with 2 magazines of 30 rounds each. Very sleek long Picatinny rail on top. Foldable brace, of course, which I think it's quite comfortable. I was surprised. The brace is quite comfortable. They made it long enough. It fits. This fits in your shoulder pocket very well. Let's shoot it. Go to the range with it. Let's try shooting this suppressed. I got 115 grains and then I have some 147 grains or 130 I'm gonna put on the video. But I put a Liberty suppressor Mystic X. Let's try with this can. I have not changed the locking roller yet, so it's still the standard one. Not bad. As you can see, it shot it fine without me having to switch the roller. But it was only like 5 or 10 rounds of suppressed ammo. Again, on the Liberty Mystic X I'm using for the evaluation. So far, flash shooter, no problem. I did clean it and lubricate it. I oiled it. So that's what the powder or the steam you saw at the beginning, leftover oil. So let's shoot another couple of mags. Here, I got some Syntex PCC, Federal Syntex PCC ammo, 130 grain. Let's do a couple of bill drill and see what happens. This at 50 yard to see about how accurate it is. The red dot is not really sighted, but it was on kind of on point at 10 yards. I removed the suppressor to kind of mitigate any of the variables, but it's not a bench shot, a bench shooting or anything like that. You just see what happens. By the way, I'm shooting the 130 Syntec PCC ammo. That's all I got left. So let's go take a look. 7 yards grouping, not bad at all. 50 yards, these guys right here, I dropped it a little bit, but 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere here. Again, my red dot was not sighted to the gun. I just threw it up there, threw it up on top of it to come shoot today, but all right, that was the Syntex PCC, 130 grains, no problem, shot flawlessly. I just loaded a mag of Aguila 124 grain. Aguila 124. You can tell it's a little louder now. Standard locking piece, so far no problem. I still have the same locking key inside with the roller, so I have not switched it, but they do provide one with a specific angle when you shoot subsonic ammunition or when you run the gun suppress, and I have not even installed it yet. So far so good. Yep, that's the RPC. Let's talk about it more at the bench when I get back. Okay, just for giggles, let's take a look at the internal of the Taurus RPC. It's open right now, and here's the roller mechanism, the buffer spring and mount, the bolt, and the hole for the roller delay. Okay, here's the H&K SP5K as a comparison with his roller, with his buffer spring, roller assembly, and the bolt right here. And just for shits and giggles, there's the Stribog SP9A3 with its roller delay assembly, big buffer spring, block, and a roller set right here. So when you compare the Taurus RPC, the roller system looks closer to the H&K than, for example, the Stribog. So let's put them next to each other. So Taurus, H&K, Stribog. 3 pound, 12.3 ounces for the Taurus bolt. 11.4 for the H&K SP5. And 1 pound, 6 ounces for the Stribog assembly. Definitely heavier because this is actually a big bolt. It's like almost like a blowback, but it's roller delay, but it's a big old mass that's been slowed down. Shooting the Taurus today, quite flat shooter. I don't think it feels exactly like an SP5. It doesn't feel like you're shooting an MP5 readily, but I don't know if it's fair to compare them. So let's split it apart a little bit more. Stribog SP9A3 with crossfire vortex. Comes at 5 pounds, 1.5 pound and 14 ounces, 14.8, 5 pounds, 15 ounces. The lightest, of course, the Taurus RPC, not surprising, short and compact, very light, lighter than most. Almost a pound and 10 ounces lighter than the H&K SP5 SP9A3. I also have a PTR, a few PTRs, but we're not going to compare those. Now, the real comparison should be between these two because they're both K or very short configuration. They are almost the exact same size, by the way. So the SP5K and the RPC, when you line them up, based on the handguard, the upper receiver, they're almost exactly the same length. The barrel is a little longer and sticking out on the SP5K with the tri-lug, but by the time I put a tri-lug on this one, it'll probably be almost the same. As you can see from the footage on the comparison on the inside, unlike a lot of budget PCC that rely on the heavy snappy blowback, they have that delay roller system in there, which is very close to the MP5 architecture. This actually ships with two interchangeable locking pieces. This is the second one that they provide that's in the bag. You're supposed to run this second one when you are running subsonic ammunition or suppress. I believe this is 85 degrees and the standard one that's inside is 110 degrees. The H&K MP5 and SP5 operate the same way. However, you have to buy those extra locking pieces yourself. And the difference in degrees just allow to slow down the unlocking when you're running hot ammo like the subsonic or running a suppressor. When you shoot this on the range, it makes a difference. Flat shooter, just like a roll delay blowback. I don't think it fell entirely like when I shoot the MP5, but it's very close as in terms of the recoil management and the way the roller delay shoots. Granted, the MP5 is a little bit heavier, just by much, which allows you to also feel better recoil. Smooth pistol. It doesn't have the sharp pop when it ejects. You typically get on a really direct blowback setup. So I'm impressed for it. And at the price point, maybe when things comes down and the hype goes down and becomes more available, the street price will probably be lower, but this right now at MSRP is around at $1049 with the brace and $940 I believe without the brace. I don't know how it's gonna age. I don't know what it look like at 2,000 round or 1,000 round. Maybe we'll get this back in a few months or a year and see how it's aging. In the meantime, stay tuned. Let me know in the comments what you think of this platform. Let me think about what you think about the RPC especially. And stay tuned, subscribe, share the video. I'm going to set this up before I deliver it to my buddy. I'm going to accessorize it, so stay tuned for that video. Sign up for notifications so you can see that video when it comes out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.